Hey everybody, and welcome to this episode. So this episode, we didn't prepare much because, everything has been flying by. And now, Mark, so what is the topic of this episode?
Today we're going to talk about flow states because today we're so focused on work and honestly time was flying by. We looked at the clock, it's like, shit, it's podcast time. Actually, it's already past podcast time. We gotta fucking do this episode today still. So we're so
Exactly.
focused. Why not talk about flow states and give you guys our opinion on it and what we think about it. And I want to hear your guys' opinion as well. Lucas, let's jump in.
All right, what is flow state? So flow state is basically the state when it feels like everything is just like flying by. You sometimes just forget about, like, for example, you forget about going to the gym because like normally you go at 1 to the gym and holy shit, it's over 2:30 and you forgot about it. Or some people even tend to not drink or eat enough because they're just so focused. And yeah, that's just like how it feels. But Mark, do you know a little bit about the science behind it? How do people actually reach flow state?
So basically, flow alters your perception of time and self consciousness. And you're so hyper focused on the task that you forget anything else except for that. So you have a single focus on what you need to do and how to do it, that you forget anything around it.
I
I
mean,
don't know if you guys have ever felt that feeling, but it feels fantastic. Like yesterday, I was listening to basically
man,
blue,
this guy.
Hollow Purple, man. So all right, we watched this show called Jujutsu Kaisen, and there's this one character Gojo, and he's this theme song, basically this theme, and I listened to a Hollow Purple for fucking 8 hours straight, and I was like in the zone, fucking getting all the work done, and fucking epic. Honestly,
But
so good. Honestly, I wonder. I think I've heard before, Lucas, that there's specific sounds can help you reach flow states.
yeah, there's certain frequencies, but also what really helps is like if the task's not too easy, not too hard, right? So it needs to be like the perfect level so you don't get bored nor are super challenged. Because for example, if something is too challenged, you're just like, oh no,
Challenging, yeah.
yeah, just like if it's too challenging, you're just like, oh no, I don't want to do it anymore, and you're distracted, grab your phone. But if it's like perfect, like if it's not too easy, not too hard, you're just like flowing through there, and you're just like pacing through it, especially if you know what you have to do that day, right? Because a lot of times you sometimes just like, oh man, I don't know exactly what to do. But if you have a goal towards, like, you're like, okay, this needs to be done. All right, I got it broken down into little pieces. Let's say you do it the day before, because then like you can prepare mentally already before. That's what I like doing, just like, hey, what I have to do next tomorrow, and then already my brain starts to think about, oh, this is how I could possibly like solve that. What are your thoughts, Mark?
I agree. Honestly, that I felt that yesterday as well, and today thinking about it. When I hit reach flow state, it was nicely challenging. That I was learning something new, but it wasn't that it's so crazy hard that I was like, "Fuck, I'm overwhelmed." So it's like a super nice sweet spot. Also, it helped that for me, I could only focus on that. So I don't know for you, other people, that might be that they have 10 things to do. If you write everything down and for example, well, Lucas and I, we work together so that your business partner does the rest so you can focus on what your part of the job is, that help me narrow it down and help me get into this flow state.
All right. I like to give an example, like for all the nerds out there. Imagine you want to play computer games, right? So the game gets more FPS if everything other application is closed. That's basically you writing it in a book. So you clear all the cache and everything, and then you can get more performance, right? So that's a similar comparison. So you just like write it down, or just like think or hope that, or that your business partner can do it. So we can just focus on that thing, and then it's easier to reach the flow state. So yeah, I think that's super, super interesting. Also, that brings me to a different point. Not about float state, but man, I want to talk about the loud minority. In the last 2 days, I had to research for payment providers, and man, if you go on TrustView or Trust Reviews,
Oh
holy
boy.
cow! I mean,
This guy gave me a panic attack almost yesterday.
man, I was looking at them and just like scams, scams, scams. I was just like, oh my god, I don't want to use any of these. They just like seem just
All right,
scams.
give an example. Give an example. Exactly what?
All right, so
If not, I remember. I remember one as
all right.
well.
So basically, for example, after I got so frustrated, I was like, holy shit. I mean, it seems like there's no legit company out there. They're not typed in like Deutsche Bank. Like we have Deutsche Bank on personal accounts. And man, and then I saw, all right, they also have the 1.3 reviews, and it's just like they're never gonna help me get my money out. So I was like, all right, okay. So basically, what I
But
realized at that point is that just they're like the good people, like the people who are happy with the product or the service, they're not gonna give reviews because they're like, all right, it's a bank account. It's
well,
not
think about it
something.
also. Like, when is there ever a pop up to give a review? So
Yeah,
they're not asking for it. So only the people fucking super frustrated are gonna say something and be like, "All right, I want my money," and they
but
hope
it
by this review they're gonna get something.
but it's also related to like, hey, the product is not amazing, right? Because you just like that's why I don't ask for reviews because you know, like, hey, it's okay. You know, I have my bank account. I'm not gonna complain about it, but it's not great either. I mean, for example, Monzo on the other side has much better reviews. So you can see there, like for a bank, it has actually outstanding reviews. So Monzo is an British online bank, but still, they also have horrible, like a lot of horrible reviews. But that's again like the loud minority. So the concept of the loud minority are those few people who are like horrible experiences, but they're gonna be like so loud that it feels like they're the majority because the majority is just not saying anything, right? And I think that's a really really cool concept, but that also opens the door. Like if you're, because you normally want to go on a review website to see, hey, can I trust this or not? But if you only see the loud minority, this also like increases the risk.
I feel that also that is something that seems to be happening also nowadays outside of the business world or in the like politics, etc. That
Yeah.
there's loud minorities, and then policies are made because of the loud minority, then influencing the majority, which is an well interesting psychology actually behind the loud minority. Super cool.
Mhm. I like it. But yeah, I mean, guys, always, always like if you're like looking at reviews for service, etc., be aware that there might be a bias towards the loud minority. Because that, like that for me got me. Like I was yesterday, I was like, oh my god, they're all just scam artists. But then at the same time, I looked at it like normal banks, horrible reviews too. So yeah, that's my 2 cents on the topic. Because that can be quite frustrating. And yeah, flow state, amazing. Mark, anything else you want to talk about, or you want to keep it short?
Now let's keep it short and sweet. I love it.
All right, everybody. That's a short riff. It's just very, very, very short, but I hope you enjoyed the episode. If you like it, if you want us to riff more like this, let us know in the comments. And of course, have a great week. And yeah, catch you next episode. Peace.
Peace.